Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Ducks have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to run for it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Gibson.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
To the air on second down. Grabs a screen around all kinds of defenders. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Tigers are on the move. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The play action fake. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up for it.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game. Plus, big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Tigers! Fitted in the window for the score.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Motion from the back. Moore will throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse? And do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage.
There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Caught behind the line. It's Casper. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Moore to the air. Skips away from pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will... Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
The short hands, it's Moore. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown, Clemson. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Moore will throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. That was was a nice pickup running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Gets it out fast. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Ducks will go for it on fourth down. He might want another play. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Send the tight end in motion. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play...
Into the house. Touchdown, Oregon. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tennessee is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. It feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day. They're up 14 over Colorado. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pressure coming. He's got the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion. Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Breaks into the open. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And now on second down for this offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Riggs. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Moore to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Moore. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. Turning it on. Spins away. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on first down. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Moore will throw. On the move to his left. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown Ducks. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. It's a flea flicker. He's got it. There he goes. He's at the 10. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. Those are the kind of mistakes that will absolutely kill you. Get an explosive play, and they bring it back because of a penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. Go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Has it back, and here comes the offense. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for an open area to his left. Pulls it in. It's Buckley. And he'll be brought down. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Moore to the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
On the third play of the drive, third down, is the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Ducks are on the move. Finds his man. It's Napier. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Makes the catch. It's Moore. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. On his way from around the 50. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Off play action. Got a man. It's Moore. There he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Memphis is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 30 over Arkansas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's reeled in. It's Moore. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Handoff from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Gibson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out in the flat. Oh, he's got some space. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. From the gun, running back on the move. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
And the point after is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Got him downfield. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Ducks in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Let's see what they've got on second down. Moore will throw. Rush is on him. Rush coming in hot, and they've got him at the 29.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's Moore. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. The catch is made, but he's beyond the sideline, so they'll turn it over on downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he'll pull it in inside the 20.
And offenses practice the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it.
You know, you always talk about a risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
With the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it out. It's Riggs. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Might be changing the route. Moore to the air. He wants a big play here late. Makes the catch down the right side. Lots of room to run. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He's got it on the right. Turning it on. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple. But the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on their last play.
Shows him the stiff arm. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.